Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to the Makeup Mummy family. And guys, if you are new to my channel, it'll be awesome if you can hit that subscribe button and join me here at Makeup Mummy. And if you do, remember and hit that bell, as that will notify you every time I upload, which is Fridays and Sundays. Now guys, first and foremost, I would like to apologise for the no content being on my channel last week. I have just been really unwell, as has my little girl. This virus has really kicked my behind, and it's very strange to say, but kind of knocked my confidence a little. We had to take my little girl to the hospital. You know, it was just a really scary time. And as you could probably hear, I am still not 100% yet. Still very croaky and coughing, and you know, just the general ins and outs of having a horrible virus. But this video I have been desperate to film, guys. I really have. I have had this collection in my possession for 2 weeks now, if not more. And when I picked this up, the plan was to come back home the day after, get it filmed, and that just didn't happen because things took a turn for the worst. So I am here today with this collection. I am super excited for it, guys. So I'm not going to waste any more time just jibber jabbering. Let's just get into this video and tell you what we're talking about here today. So guys, we're talking about the K-pop collection from Primark. This is their Korean brand, and I am so excited. When we were down in Edinburgh for a day out, we were only there for a couple of hours, so I nipped into the Princess Street Primark, and to my surprise, there was that K-pop collection. Now, I'd only just seen it on Instagram, and here it was already in store. And that is amazing, because here at my local Primark, we don't seem to get the collections as fast as that. So I was super excited to pick it up. And like I said, the plan was to get this filmed a lot earlier than now, but that didn't happen, did it? So we're here today to discuss it. I picked up an eyeshadow palette, we picked up a cheek palette, and a couple of lip products. So why not let's just delve into that video and tell you guys what I got, what my thoughts are on it, and obviously the price of these products. So if you want to see what that's all about, guys, keep on watching. Okay guys, so let's get talking about the eyeshadow palette first, and this is what I have on my eyes today. So I've went for a really springtime pastel look, and this is what you're going to get from this palette, guys. So let me show you the packaging first, which I think is super cute. So it is the standard 9-pan eyeshadow palette from Primark, and it's called the Sugar Rush. And you've got the K-pop brand name there, a couple of love hearts, and sort of like your polka dots. It obviously tells you that it is the eyeshadow palette. And guys, this is cherry fragranced, and it really does have that fruity smell. So if you're not into that really strong smelling makeup, I would suggest sort of stay clear of it. For me, it's a very nice, refreshing summertime smell. But if you're just not into that, I would stay clear. So you're getting 9 eyeshadows, of course, and they're coming in at 1.8 grams, and that is 0.06 ounces, and you're getting 24 months with this palette, so a nice long shelf life. When you open it up, it's the same design on the inside, and it says the sweetest thing, and it's obviously got your love hearts there, which I think is so cute. And guys, like that, it smells so good. I mean, I have one working nostril at the moment, and I'll tell you, it smells lovely. And then this is what you see right here. So as you can see, it is a very pastel-y like eyeshadow palette. Lots of pretty colours in there, and it also does have transition shades, so you're not sitting there thinking, oh my god, I'm going to need 2-3 different palettes. I managed to create this look with just this palette. It's not going to be for everyone's taste, you know, all these really light, airy colours. You know, a lot of people do like a lot darker colours just for their outer V's. But for me, I just wanted to try something, you know, pastel-y, springtime, summertime, you know, something really nice and light. So the colours I used for this today, I used this blue right here. Now guys, in the pan this looks quite deep, but actually it comes off very sky blue. Let me just swatch. Look how beautiful that comes out. I have already tried recording this once, as you can see, and it just didn't go to plan. So we're here for round 2. So that is that sky blue, so as you can see, very vivid, very pretty colour. This has more of a satin finish, guys, But when I put it on, I used it as my transition shade, to be fair, and it worked out just fine. You know, it didn't come off patchy on the eye. I got a nice block of colour. I had no hassle with it, and it blended really, really nice. So I really like this colour. What I will say is swatching and applying to the brush, there is fallout, and it is a little crumbly, nothing too major, but it is there. Then we also used this purple in the middle. This little purple one, you probably won't see it now, but this little purple one has a little smiley face. It's got like the eyes and the eyelashes and the little smiley face there, which again I think is a really, really nice touch. So that's what that looks like here. So just a really nice lilac lavender shade. I'm just going to place that there. Now this one, what I did find is it didn't seem to pack a punch when applying it. As you can see, I've got it on the outer V there. I really had to build that colour up, as well as the yellow. For as vivid as it looks when you're swatching, I felt I had to build it up. I went in there maybe 2-3 times to sort of get the desired colour I wanted. Now that could be a good thing, you know, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because sometimes with very, very pigmented eyeshadows, you know, if you go in too heavy, then it's a nightmare to blend out. I've been there before. So sometimes it is nice to have a shadow where you can build on it and sort of get it to where you want to have it. The next one we'll show you is that yellow shade. Again, this has more of a satiny finish. So that's that yellow there. So as you can see, a very, very pretty colour. So that's that there. So a very nice pale pastel yellow, just a really pretty shade. But like I said, guys, you do have to build it up a little to get it to the intensity you want. But like I've said, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, you know. That could be a good thing. And then we've got this one here, which I used just sort of to blend both shades together, like the purple and the yellow. I didn't want just that straight harsh line. So I used a little bit of this like apricot orange. And as you can see, a beautiful, beautiful colour. You are getting pigmentation there. It's not patchy or chalky. And what I will say is the mattes in this are very, very soft, guys. Very creamy and buttery. So really nice to work with. Like I said, it just seems to be this one right here and this one here was just a little crumbly. And these are the ones that are more of a satin finish. So I don't know if that has something to do with it or if it's just the way it was made. But it's not to the point where it's going to cause you to think, I don't want to use that palette. The eyeshadows like worked really, really well. I got the look that I wanted, just a really nice light look. Everything blended together and worked really, really well together. So all in all, I'm really, really happy with this, guys. And like that, as a Korean brand, you know, they're known for their beautiful colours and their pastel shades and their, you know, that is their thing. And I really, really like this palette. Most of Primark's palettes I have enjoyed. There has been the 1-2 that I've just passed on. And that was the very first long ones, if you remember, like the smoky ones. And what other one was it that I had? Just was not a fan, very crumbly, you know, the pans fell out. But I think as Primark is going on and on and on, their brand, their makeup brand is just getting far superior. I'm really, really enjoying it as of late. So that is some of the colours from that eyeshadow palette, guys. This was £4. So again, very, very inexpensive. I mean, it's Primark after all. But it works a treat, you know. It gives you what you want. It gives you those pastel shades. It gives you a really nice light springtime look. You could create a few looks. I've used some of the blues and purples, but again, you could just stick to using sort of your pinks and peaches, or you could go for that really intense peachy orange look, or you could just use yellow on its own, adding a little bit of something. You could do many a different look with this, guys. And of course, you could use this on its own or as an accent palette. It's entirely up to you how you want to use it, but I'm a fan, guys. I really like the look that I created today. You know, it's something a little out of the comfort zone, and I think the eyeshadows worked well together. So I'm happy so far with it. I'm going to continue using it, obviously, try out the different shades, see what we could do with it. But so far, I'm quite happy and impressed with it. Now moving on to the next little palette we've got. This is the Sweet Cheeks palette, and again this is their blush and highlight palette, and it's cherry fragranced just like the eyeshadow palette. This one is more white with the pink splodgy dots, and again cherry fragranced. Oh, inside it says sweet as sugar. Again, it's got the love hearts, and then this is what you see here. So again, very, very pastel-like, very colourful. You've got blushes and you've got highlights. You've got Bonbon here, which is definitely more of a blush, I would say, but it is more of a shimmery blush. I don't have that on today because that's just not for me. I'm just not into the whole shimmery blush, because as you can see, this is very, very shimmery. So let me just place that there. So as you can see, it's very, very intense, so I would not get away with that on my cheeks. I would definitely say I could use that as like a shimmer on the eye, but as a highlight or blush, I would just pass on that. It's just too pink as a highlight, and for a blush, it's just too shimmery for me anyway. But if you're into that really shimmery look, I think this one would be for you. Now the next one we have is Jellybean. Now Jellybean is more of a lilac duochrome almost. As you can see, it sort of shifts in the light. I would say this is definitely more highlight again. But for me as a highlight, it's just too purpley. But again, everybody's got different tastes. You know, what's not going to work for me or what I don't like, the next person probably will like. So I think it's just personal preference, guys. But for me, I definitely wouldn't use that as a blush. It's just too shimmery. And I wouldn't use that as a highlight. It's just too lilac-y for me. They are beautiful. And I definitely will use these. I would use these on the eye for sure. As a shimmer or even as an inner corner. But as a blush and highlight, just not for me. Excuse me. So the next one we have is Lemon Sherbet. Now that is what I have on today, is Lemon Sherbet. So as you can see, this is more me. It's more of like a peachy gold, and I really like that. So let me just swatch that for you. So that's what that looks like. It is a little bit more on the sheer side, but built up it looks really, really pretty, as you can see on my cheek. So let me just pop that there. So as you can see, it's more of your subtle highlight. It's just going to give you a flush of colour. I've maybe got 2 layers on there, maybe 3, just because I wanted to build it up and see what it could do. But it is a beautiful highlight, just enough to sort of show that you've got something there. If you're into that intense highlight, it's not going to be for you because it is very, very subtle. Then the next one is called Candy Floss, and this is more on your peach side. Whereas Lemon Sherbet is a little bit more on the gold. I would even say this is more like pinky peach. So as you can see, that's what that looks like there. And I'm just going to put this down here so we can maybe swatch it next to Jellybean. Now, how pretty is that? That would be something else I would get away with using as a highlight. It is more my thing. I'm more into sort of your pinky golds, your champagnes, rather than your sort of purplies and greens. I do have a palette from Makeup Revolution, which was the Glow Getter palette, and that does have a lot of different coloured sun kisses in there. So like your green, your mint greens, you know, your purple duochromes. I'm just not for them. I am more so into these. I think it's just as I'm getting older, you know, I'm not so into the way out highlights. As I'm getting older, I'm more into just turning your head and seeing that there's a bit of something there, you know, just a very, very subtle hint of highlight is what I'm into nowadays. Obviously for Instagram looks and things like that, I still use the way out highlighters in case I'm doing a really elaborate look. It kind of gives me an option. But these are beautiful colours, guys, don't get me wrong, they are simply beautiful. They have the pigmentation, they feel really, really creamy. I mean, it goes on the skin beautifully, and you can layer up, especially with this one because it is so subtle and sheer. I did have to build it, but I don't mind doing that. But these two here are my favourites. So that is Candy Floss and Lemon Sherbet are my favourite. These are stunning also, Jellybean and Bonbon, but I would definitely use these for like eyes rather than highlight and cheeks. So that's that, guys, and I think if I remember right, this was also £4. I will double check that, but I think it's definitely £4 this was as well. So there you go, £8, and that gives you like eyeshadow, and it also gives you highlighters and blushes. Especially if you are into these sort of blushes and highlights, then you're sorted, guys. Now the next 2 products we're going to talk about is lip products, and I have 2 of these. One I tried, I'm not so keen on, which is this one right here. So this, oh God. I can't speak today. I'm really sorry, guys. I just feel all like, I don't even know how to explain it. I've only been off YouTube for a week, but it just feels like I've been away for ages, and I feel all that first time video jitters. I feel like really nervous, and I don't know why. I have to get on with it to stop it. So this is again their Pillow Talk lip cushion, and it has vitamin E in it. Now, I do like the shade, but as far as working this, it's a nightmare. Obviously it's a squeezy tube, and you push it, the product's going to come out to the lip cushion. I think NYX have also brought out something very similar to this, but this one just doesn't seem to want to work properly. You push it and the product actually comes to the top, but then it actually comes out of the side right here. So I don't know if I've got a broken one or if it's just I'm using it incorrectly, which I wouldn't put that past myself really. But I'm just going to squidge out some. Oh, here we go. I'm going to squidge out some that's come out this side bit. Here we are. Probably squeezed out a little bit too much, but anyhow, we're just going to go with it. So as you can see, I've squeezed out like far too much, as per usual. Michelle getting it all wrong, but this is the shade here. Now, I don't know, does it have a shade name? I don't see a shade name, but you're getting 11 mils, which is 0.37 fluid ounces, and again, 24 months. Oh no, we do have a name. This one's called Jellybean. So as you can see, it's a very beautiful coral colour. I actually put a little bit on top of the next product I'm going to talk about, just sort of the centre, just to sort of deepen this one, because this one is a very pale pink. I do like the shade. I like the texture. It's very creamy, moussey almost. But I just don't like the applicator. It's just not for me, guys. I'm just going to grab a wipe to take some of this away. Okay, back, we're done. So the next one we have is this little Jelly Belle, and this is a jelly lipstick. So one, I like the design. I just love how cute this looks. You know, at first you think it's a dropper and you think, how's that going to work? But indeed, you actually just take it out of here like that. You turn it round and you just pop it up like that, and it's like a little lipstick. It does have a different feel to a traditional lipstick. This is, I would say, just like it says, a little bit more of jelly feel. Very comfortable to wear, really easy to apply. I definitely think for my everyday look, it's just a little too light for me, but they did have lots of different colours in store. I just grabbed what I thought would suit me. I do like how it works with this look we have today, like the very pastel-y look today. I do like that it ties in really well. Let me just swatch a little bit for you so you can see. So that's the shade right here. And all you do is when you're finished with it, it just goes back into its little tube, and that's you ready to go. And this one is called Pigtails. I love the names of these, you know, they're just so good. But this one is called Pigtails. So as you see, a very frosty baby pink. I did feel that I needed something just to sort of deepen it a little, so I probably wouldn't get away with this as an everyday lippy. But as far as just using it here and there, I really like the texture. I really like how it feels on the lips. Just a very comfortable lipstick to wear. And the shade is pretty. It's just probably a bit too light for me on a day-to-day basis. I am more of a nudie girl on an everyday look. But I do like how everything turned out today. I mean, I do like the eyeshadows. I do like how this lipstick ties in with the eyeshadows. Everything's very pastel, just really nice and airy. Just a really nice springtime vibe, summertime vibe. So yeah, so far I'm impressed with what I have tried here. The only thing I'm just really not keen on is this right here. I just find either I have gotten a dud or it's me that's just using it incorrectly, and if I was a betting girl, which I'm not, I would probably put my money on the fact that I'm using it incorrectly. Because that's just me. Now I think if I remember right, guys, these were like £2.50 each, so again very inexpensive. You're not paying a lot of money for these products, and they do have nail varnishes as well. I did see that in store. guys, you'd have to go in and have a look. You know, they've even got like blush cushions as well, so I think I'm going to eventually pick some of that up as well, just to give it a go. But all in all, I would say my favourite out of the 4 items, I definitely really like the eyeshadow palette, guys. I really do. The package is just lovely. It smells really nice. The colours are really nice, especially for this time of year. You know, you're getting that really summery vibe. And they do work well, guys. Some you have to work a little bit harder than the others to get them to the colour you want. But like I said previously, sometimes that's a good thing, you know, especially if you're just starting out with makeup. Having a palette that's extremely pigmented could be a little scary. And I've been there myself where I've applied it to the eye and thought, oh crap, how am I going to blend this out? And it took me ages to get it to how I wanted it to be. Now that I'm a little bit more experienced with makeup, I'm not as scared with it. But yeah, I really like this launch. I am quite happy with it. You know, everything has worked well, blended well, looks good on the eyes. I didn't have any patchiness on the eyes. Like I said, the only problem is when you're swatching and when you're applying to the brush, there is a little crumbliness from the shadows, especially that sky blue and the yellow. Wasn't really any fallout on the face. I felt everything blended well together. The purple and the yellow, I probably had to work a little harder to get to the colour I wanted, but again, it's no hardship really. The lip products, one of them is now currently on the floor, but that's the lip cushion. Not a fan of. I do like this one, however, so I'll probably pick up another couple of colours in this. So yeah guys, that's everything for today. I really hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope it's kind of given you an insight into what this collection is about. And let me know in the description box below what you think of this collection. Do you have this collection? Is it in your stores yet? And if you do, what do you think of it? But yeah, that's it for today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video. And like I said, I'm very sorry about last week. And I'm also very sorry if this video is a little bit all over the place. I just need to get my mojo back. But it is definitely on its way there. So I hope you guys, wherever you are, day or night, are having a good one. Remember and stay safe. And we shall see you in the next video, guys. Take care, and I love you all. Thank you very much for sticking with me. So, love you guys. Bye.